What's up, soul family? So I'm stopping in to share an important message. This is something that I've been working on all summer long. So I'm sharing from my experience and what has been working for me. Through the process of awakening and ascending and becoming conscious, or remembering that we are conscious beings, we begin to come into contact with all of these unconscious programs, thoughts, ideas, beliefs, and paradigms that we experience in this reality. For me, for a while, I would run from the ideas, thoughts, and beliefs. I would hide from them, and I would try and shift my frequency out of what I was experiencing. What I've been learning through remembering my divine feminine is that I need to be able to feel where I am at right now. When I allow myself to just feel and be present with myself, I begin to see from a more expanded perspective. Now, there definitely is a fine line between accepting what is arising and being present and being neutral with what is arising, and then the other side of it is wallowing in that emotion, playing the victim. Why me? Why is this happening? This shouldn't be happening, and kind of bashing ourselves for feeling what we're feeling. So what I've experienced lately is remembering how to just be accepting of what is arising in my experience, non-judgmental, not judging myself for feeling high or low, just accepting what is as it arises in my experience. In this acceptance, I can then really see what is going on, really see the truth behind the programs that I'm running, really see the truth behind why I'm choosing to do certain things. I've had to learn how to be gentle with myself while I'm going through this process of uncovering, of unraveling, of pulling layer from layer. In the beginning, I was not gentle, and I judged myself for feeling what I was feeling. And when I judged myself for feeling what I was feeling, I was basically self-sabotaging myself, criticizing myself. It's like looking at a little child and pointing your finger and yelling at it because it doesn't know how to walk yet. Well, it just started trying to learn how to walk, be gentle with it. And it's the same with myself. When I come into contact with certain emotional programs that I run, I have to be gentle with myself. I have to be honest with myself. And I have to love myself through the process that I'm going through. I'm sitting here looking at waves, and it came to me, it's like the wave is constantly doing this. And when I'm sitting here observing the waves, I'm not judging the waves and saying it's good or bad that it's going up or down. I'm just simply observing it, and really it's all one process. I'm not really separating it and saying, okay, when it's up, it's good, when it's down, it's bad. It just is what it is, and naturally it's doing this. And it's relative to the internal experience that we have. As the waves of emotion and as the waves of beliefs and past experience arise and fall within our consciousness, we have to become neutral and non-judgmental with what we're experiencing. We don't have to do that. We can judge ourselves and criticize ourselves, And for me, I learned very quickly that that did not help me or the other people that I was around. As I remember to just stay neutral and non-judgmental to what I'm experiencing in my present moment, there begins to be this freedom to allow me to just be me, to be accepting of what is arising, and to recognize that what is arising is not going to last forever. It's a continuously changing current. And when I am in this acceptance, this non-judgmental acceptance, it allows me to be in my heart space, to be unconditionally loving to what is arising. That's more of my divine feminine aspect. I really tuned into her this summer, and she really stepped up and showed me how to mother all of the aspects of myself that were stuck in suffering, judgment, jealousy, fear. And I really got to step forward into those emotions and just feel. When I allowed myself to feel, when I allowed myself to just be present, I then freed up a lot of energy for me to focus my energy on what it is that I do want, what it is that I want to create in my reality, instead of just playing the victim and being like, why is this happening to me? This shouldn't be happening. I should be beyond this. This should be over. Why does this life feel like this? Those are all judgments from me wanting to be not where I am in the present moment. When I accept where I'm at in the present moment, and I surrender, and I trust that where I am at is exactly where I'm supposed to be at, it's like I free a lot of energy, a lot of mind energy trying to figure out all of this stuff and fix all of this stuff. When I step back and I simply just observe what is arising and I accept it for what it is, I then allow myself to have energy freed up to then focus on what it is that I do want. So there's a fine line, you can't just sit in your emotion and mope in it and say, oh, this is what I'm feeling and this is just what I have to feel, and then hold on to it and stay attached to it. No, it's changing. Accept that when you're down in those lower energies, that it's okay that you're there, and to recognize that it is going to change. You don't have to force yourself out of that change, but it will change. It's natural, it's going to change. And when you step into that, what I've recognized when I step into that and feel that, I can offer myself that safe space to feel, and I can unconditionally love that aspect of me that is arising. When I do that, then I can go do something different. I can go to the beach, I can ride my bike, I can go meditate, and I can just use whatever energy I've freed up to go and create the life that I want to live. So it's that balance between divine feminine and divine masculine, and that merging. The divine feminine is patient and it's accepting with what is in the present moment. The divine masculine is ready to take charge, be motivated, and to go out and create the life that it wants to live. So when I have that balance between the two, I'm accepting, loving, and grateful for what is in my experience, but I'm also willing and able to go out and create the life that I deserve to live. Be gentle, sweet child. You came here to experience this beautiful dream. All the emotions, experiences that you're feeling is exactly where you should be at. Now I get it. It gets hard. It gets so hard to remember this when we're in the thick of the emotion. But it becomes easier and easier to just accept ourselves where we are at, to unconditionally love that aspect of ourselves. And when we're unconditionally loving, we free up so much energy to then use that energy to create the life, the feelings, the emotions, the experiences, relationships that we want to experience. But we have to accept where we are at currently and not judge ourselves. Because there's really nothing, it isn't good or bad. It is what it is. You're beautiful. You're powerful. You are so loved. For all the good and the bad. All the good and the bad. For all the highs and the lows. You are loved for all of that. You are a co-creative being that came here, dropped into a very dense reality, that came here to experience all of that. All of them. To experience it, to feel it. So no matter where you are at in this moment, accept yourself. Love yourself. And then, from that state, go out and do what you want to do. Whatever that is. You want to go read a book? Go read it. Whatever you want to do. Can we just take a moment to just let go? The deep inhale. Exhale. May we remember that everything that is occurring is exactly as it should be. I love you. I love all of me. I accept all of me. I know it gets hard. Trust me, I know. But what I've learned and what I've remembered is that when I am gentle, unconditionally loving, and neutral about what is arising in my awareness, I can be more honest with myself. I free up a lot of energy, and then I create the reality that I want to live from all that freed up energy. You are a powerful, unconditionally loving being, and you came here to experience a beautiful dream. Very beautiful dream, and you have the power to create that. So as we surrender and open our hearts, from this heart space, we create a very beautiful dream. I acknowledge the light that is in you, that is also in me. I acknowledge the dark that is in you, that is also in me. And I acknowledge the oneness that is in me, that is in you. You are so loved. Even if you don't know that right now, I love you. Be gentle, child. Be gentle. And let's go play. Peace, y'all.